supposed to know what happens when the world ends. At least this is an okay bar for running into you.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Maddie and I don't normally do intros for my videos like this, but I wanted to quickly preface this one because I wanted this video to be as realistic and as honest as possible. I filmed this video during my midterm week and I'm going to be completely honest, I was maybe a little bit more than little behind on some of my work and my studies, so I was just in this constant state of trying to catch up. And for reference, I am a nursing student, so there's a lot of content that needs to be covered all the time. But this is how it typically goes for midterm week in university, and of course it's completely possible to be on top of your studies and on top of things, but we're also only human, so let's keep it real, keep it realistic, and it's just not how it goes 90% of the time. And while in this video I may look quite productive, I'm going to be completely honest, 60 to 70% of it was spent procrastinating in bed watching K-dramas and whatnot. I also want to share some last minute studying tips in case you guys are also a little bit behind on your studies but have an exam coming around the corner. That will be at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around for that, or you could also skip to this timestamp. And with that, please enjoy the video.
Then said, oh God, I can't to say it, because that's a very extreme thing to say. That's a very extreme thing to say. But you know what another very extreme thing to do?
Package opening time. This is a very bad idea to do with wet nail polish, but I ordered this like pouch because I was looking for something to put all of my cords in my backpack. I was just really annoyed with like stuffing all of my like chargers and cords into my bag since it would take forever to find the right one. Cute. Yes, this was definitely a must need for a backpack. Hello friends, don't mind how incredibly flat my hair is. I'm on day 3 hair, so anyways, I'm just finishing up with getting ready since I'm gonna head out to go to a cafe or more of a bubble tea place to meet up with a friend to study, because I'm going to be honest, staying at home yesterday was a really bad idea since I did not finish half of the things that I wanted to get done. I don't know what it is, but I'm always just more productive when I'm out, probably because I can't nap like I did yesterday. I decided to nap for 25 minutes, which quickly turned into 2 hours. I'm also looking for my favorite ring and I can't find it anywhere and it's making me so sad. Hello friends, it is now 7:07 p.m. I finished my dinner and I'm just watching a YouTube video to relax and chill before I continue studying, because if I'm being completely honest right now, I feel really burnt out. The good thing is though, I finished what I wanted to finish at the cafe. So the rest of my night is just me trying to solidify my memory through my Anki cards, as well as understanding some of the concepts that I don't understand yet. So that's that. I don't really have the time to dilly-dally, but I'm just gonna make this break a quite long break so that the rest of my night is just me really locked in.
Their child. Ador, is that you? The door to Grandma Oliviera's house clicked open. Ador.
The classic pathway where antibodies first bind to invading. Fever is characterized by an abnormally high body temperature. Protect. Good morning. I'm going to a cafe today to do notes for my drugs midterms. I'm not going to be staying for too long, but just finishing up my notes. So let's go. This is the fit for today. We've got a white tee from H&M, gray zip up from a college merch, and black parachute pants from Zara, and just some Converse. I was planning on wearing sweatpants today, but I realized that I can't do work wearing sweatpants because it makes me feel poopy. Anyways, we're heading out now to eat some breakfast and study at a cafe. The weather did a complete 180, so I need to wear a coat again because we're back in the negatives when we were just like in almost double-digit positives last week. This needs to stop. I just took a nap for 3 hours. Oh my goodness.
Up before they kill you. In your body, a lot of the cleanup that comes after metabolism is handled by the liver, which plays a trick to escort waste out of your person. Your lungs can lend a hand. Exhale.
Bless my friend for sending me her notes on the renal system, because although the crash course videos were really helpful in understanding the general concept, it doesn't give the numbers that I need to know for my midterm and apparently there's calculations in this midterm, and I really haven't looked at them yet, so I'm just skimming through the notes that my friends sent and just like highlighting the important stuff and making my own annotations. Genuinely, I'm feeling so tired and I don't want to study right now, but I have to. So I'm just gonna read through these and then go through my flashcards for the rest of the day, because that's literally all I can do. What I won't know, and that is all right. I have finally gone through all of my Yankee cards for today. Today I did 164 cards, so that's fun. We aren't done yet because this is just going through nutrition and immune system, and my friend made Yankee cards for the renal system, which in total have 200 cards, so I'm so scared. But I'm not trying to go through these Yankee cards with the intent to memorize them. It's midterm day! Woo! Let's go! I'm so scared. When I say stop writing your notes, I'm not saying to completely abandon your notes, because I still do my notes, but if you're studying for midterm and you're behind on studying because you're trying to catch up with writing, I highly recommend to just ditch them, because they will not do anything for you anymore at this point. And I quickly found this out during my first semester. It was literally the day of my midterm and I was still writing notes 2 hours before the midterm. There's obviously a lot of factors that could have prevented that from happening, but it is what it is. Writing notes is also a form of passive learning, so you aren't really retaining information from just writing your notes. And I also find that there is kind of no point in writing notes, especially when you have PowerPoints available to you. So the next time you're writing your notes, ask yourself, am I really writing valuable notes, or am I just rewriting my professor's PowerPoint slides? And most importantly, do I have enough time to write these notes before my midterm and still have time to actively study them? To do this efficiently, you need to assess your time again. So we said that there's no time to write the rest of our notes, but now we need to ask, do I have enough time to make flashcards? Flashcards are not quick and easy to make. It is actually recommended that you make flashcards right after your lectures, because they can take about up to sometimes 2 hours to turn one section into flashcards, or even sometimes just one lecture, because some tend to be a lot more content heavy. So that's something to keep in mind. For my case, during these 2 midterms, I made them 3 to 5 days before my midterm, since I knew that I didn't have a lot of content, but it was a lot of memorization. But if I knew that I had absolutely no time to make flashcards, I would resort to practice problems instead. This is actually what I did for my last midterm, and it worked out really great for me. Now, I know this sounds very difficult, especially if you're a nursing student like me and you're in the depths of the nervous system and immune system, and all the words are starting to jumble up together because it's getting harder to differentiate the different concepts. But it doesn't have to be that hard. At this point, we agreed with ourselves that we aren't writing notes anymore, and so we are now resulting into just reading our professor's PowerPoint notes. If you don't understand something, or the slides aren't giving enough information, this is where I recommend that you go into your textbook for that specific section. It's really important that you're not reading the entire chapter or the entire page but only that specific section that is in correlation with your slides. Sometimes I also find that going through the textbook to find stuff also takes quite some time, so I always end up using ChatGPT since it's really easy to type and ask, does this piece of information connect to this type of information? If so, why? If not, how? And asking these questions will also help you not only understand the concept a little bit more, but also retain the information. But if you find that you're just, reading the slides and the textbook and asking a couple of questions here and there to chat or Google, but you're still not really understanding the concepts, I really recommend to take it chunk by chunk. Your professors will likely structure your PowerPoints in a way that they separate sections, and so what I do is I will read one section and then I will summarize that section into my own words in a way that makes sense to me. And this is where chat also comes in really helpful, because I'll ask chat if my summarization is correct and to fill in any missing information. You can either write down these summaries on a piece of paper as coherent sentences, or even making mind maps to see the different concepts and how they connect together. But making mind maps is another skill of its own that I don't quite understand just yet. The act of stopping and summarizing is actually a form of active recall, which is how we want to learn, instead of writing notes, which is more passive. Anyway, that's all for my last minute studying tips. Let me know if you want more study tips and what other forms of content you would like to see. And with that, I hope you have a very good week. You're a beautiful and smart human being. Never forget that. And have a good one. Bye!